And always keep your faith in God. He will never leave you. It's so true.
Hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. Deep down, I know you're strong. Give them hell, baby, prove them wrong. Just hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again. Better stand up tall, I know you can be brave, brave, brave. I know you can be brave, brave.
Hi y'all, what's up? It's your girl Liv and I'm back with another video. Just got done for the night, laid AJ down. He knocked out. He did so good today. Today was his little debut on YouTube and he just did so good. And he is literally my little angel. There's a reason why I named him that, because AJ is literally my angel. So he's just my little angel sleeping in the other room. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys because we haven't done this in a while, right? I mean, I know I sit down and I talk to you guys a lot, kind of, but like, I haven't been like super like vulnerable with y'all in a minute. It's been a minute, okay? It's been a minute. Purposely, you know, I don't like to open up anymore. For obvious reasons that we've discussed before. I don't know, I just feel like it. I feel like I need to talk. I need to let it out, and I need to be real about certain things that is bothering me. First of all, I want to say I love you guys. I really do. I love everybody. Everybody who supports me, comes through and shows love, and just, you know, that unconditional type shit. I really appreciate you guys. But y'all, I've just been, my life has really made a big shift with everything that I've had going on or have going on. I go through so much. So much, and I'm not gonna cry. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. No, I'm not. No. I'm not gonna cry. This is not that. This is just me trying my best to be vulnerable on screen, because I haven't been like this in so long. I haven't allowed myself to come to this place in so long, for obvious reasons that we've discussed. So, like I said, I'm not gonna act like a victim. I'm not gonna act like poor me. I'm not gonna, nothing like that. It's just, seriously, y'all, I go through so much on a daily basis. And I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about trolls. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not saying YouTube is dumb, but I'm gonna say none of that stuff, okay? I'm talking about like real stuff, you know, including my kids and what I have to endure dealing with this situation. I get through it knowing that God sees all. You know, he sees everything, and it's kind of like this. I really don't like the word karma, because I don't like how people flip it and try to like rub it in people's faces like this is your karma, because regardless of who you are and where you come from and what you've been through and whatever, we all experience some level of karma. So it doesn't matter to turn around and flip it in somebody's face, because yours could be right around the corner, you know what I mean? But the way I look at karma is kind of like God takes note, you know, myself included. You know, it took me a long time to get to this place of understanding of like, okay, Olivia, no, I did not deserve everything I've been through, but for some reason this has happened to me, for some reason for me to learn from it. I know, like, I know what God was trying to show me within all of this, and it was to show me Whoo, this might make me cry, bitch. I'm just gonna share it with y'all. Fuck it. To value what's important. Okay? Not that I wasn't, because I will never, ever, I don't care who says what, I'll never sit here and say that I was a bad mom or I was ever not doing something that I was supposed to be doing or this or that. No. Have I made mistakes? Yes. Yes. But I've always taken care of my kids. I've always been there for them. And that's just that on that. You know, it's simple. It's plain. That's it. Okay? But at certain points in my lowest of lows, I was not valuing what was the most important. What I mean by that is, in the lowest of lows, I was more focused on the relationship I had with my kid's father, you know. And I don't want to ever say that I ever dropped the ball on my mothering, because I never did. I've made mistakes, but I haven't like dropping the ball, and like, you know, there's really extreme cases of that. I just wasn't I wasn't making the kids the number one thing. I was at some point making the relationship between him and I seem more important in my head. Like, I couldn't, it was so hard for me to get over that. At some point, it was so hard. It was so hard. I'm gonna be real with y'all, woman to woman. Like, it was so hard back then. Like, I never saw myself without that person taking on everything that I had to take on, being a single mother and taking care of my kids. And but it had to happen. You know, the breakup had to happen, the detachment had to happen. But I'm just saying, in my heart, that's how I feel. Like, this was supposed to teach me something, and I'm okay with that. Like, once I realize that and I come to terms with that, I can sit down and I can think about it, and I'm like, okay, well, that was the lesson, and I get it now. Like, I get it. Like, not only that, but getting over something like that, like getting over a relationship like that, was one of the hardest things I've ever done. So with that came so much strength, and that really helped me. That strength really helped me get to even this point where I'm like, it's like the realization, you know, this happened because of this. And but just know that there's like a lesson in every single thing that goes on in your life, no matter how big or how small it is. Now, continuously, I'm just trying to fix the situation and really just make it as fair to my children as possible. And I'm not interested in game playing or just any of the games that continue to go on. I'm just not interested in it, and I just want it to just solely be about the children. But it's really hard getting to that point, you know, dealing with the person that I'm dealing with. But hopefully, it's hard to deal with a person that's not healed. So no matter how healed you are, you still have to deal with another person who's not where you're at. You know what I mean? But back to what I was saying about God takes note. God takes note of everything, and he makes you deal with it at a later time. You know? So you can call it karma, you can call it God taking note, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but we all go through it. All of us. When all of this happened, I shut down. You know, I didn't want to talk about it, and I allowed other people to paint narratives of the situation and make lies, and people are still telling to this day, girl. But I just realized recently that if you don't speak on things, if you let things linger, if you just go quiet about certain things that happen in your life, and you have like a job like mine, or you know, a career like mine in social media or whatever, it really leaves room for that. You know, it leaves room for everybody else to make a story about your story. I just want to be more open with you guys about things, and you know, yeah, I think that it's healthy. I think it's a healthy healing process and helping other women get through certain situations. You have no idea how many people I talk to that are going through what I'm going through, or have gone through what I've gone through. You guys have no idea. Like, since I've gone through this, it's like a world of sadness behind this type of situation. And it doesn't even have to be like that. You know, it's very plain and simple. It's very plain and simple. There's a very plain and simple solution to this. But like I said, once again, dealing with an unhealed person is... girl. Okay. So, yeah. But there will be resolution no matter what. There will be. In God's name. Amen. Okay? It's just, it's coming. It's inevitable. You know, the last time I went to court, y'all, I don't like to speak on things like that, but I will say this. I have so much like hurt and sorrow inside of me about this whole situation, but I don't let it come to the surface very much. And if I do, it's only with certain people. I was in court with my lawyer, and my lawyer has seen it all, honey. She's seen me cry. She's seen me... Okay. I have become so... I don't know the right word. Just closed up about this situation. And like I said, I don't allow myself to be vulnerable in certain situations. And when we got out of court, my lawyer was like, wow. She's like, you have such a wall. You have built such walls around you where you don't let yourself go to that place or feel what you're actually feeling. Man, and of course I was crying, girl. I was crying. But I was like, you're right. You know, she was like, you have to let that out. You have to let yourself feel what you're feeling. And it's true. You know, I do have to just be a little more easy on myself, because with everything that's happened, once again, I have become very cold about certain situations. And that's what happens when something so detrimental happens to you and people try to hurt you behind what has happened to you. You know, you will turn cold. And in my line of work, being on social media, being on the internet, unfortunately, I have to hear about this situation every single day that I log onto the internet. And it's like, at a regular job, you know, you wouldn't hear about something like this, or a regular place that you go to, or just whatever, like outside of YouTube. I talk about this type of stuff with my family, but like, I don't have random people coming up to me trying to hurt me behind what I've been through. You know what I mean? Like, it just happens on the internet so much. But that's okay. You know, that's okay. I'm okay with that, finally. You know, like, another person's opinion of me does not matter. And what other people say about me, I don't like that people paint me out to be a bad mom, because I'm not a bad mom. I'm just not, you guys. I'm just not. I've seen so many bad moms. Sorry. I'm not trying to be mean or judgmental, or it is what it is, though. You know, I see a lot, and I've seen so much, and I'm just not that type of mom, and I've never been. Even like this whole deadbeat thing, this deadbeat word that they try to put on me, it's like, you guys understand how that feels? Do you guys like, people have amnesia, like I didn't take care of my kids their whole life or something. Like, like I just gave them up. Like I was like, here, take them. I don't want them. Deal with them. No, they were taken from me. They were taken from me. And you know, when I say that I've been finding more things out about, you know, this situation. For example, I'm talking to this person, okay? It's a guy, okay? He's just a friend, and we met and we were talking, and he told me his situation. He has custody of his 2 daughters. Y'all, when I tell you everything that this woman did to lose her kids, and I'm just like, oh my God. And I don't have mind behind lies. Not even lies. Fuck the lies. Over the, I didn't have a lawyer and he did. That's why I don't have my kids. Like, it's just, it's so crazy to me when I hear these stories about how these women lost their kids. And I'm just like, I mean, that's you know what I mean? Like, there's actually reasons to lose your kids, but especially for me, you guys, you have to understand why this situation is so devastating because of that. Like, if I lost them because I got a DUI and I hurt them and I flipped the car and I got drunk and I was out here partying and wilding, and girl, then yeah, I think this whole situation could be more acceptable to me. You know what I mean? Like, I would just take it and just be like, cool. But the fact that it was just like, I didn't have money for a lawyer. I didn't have money for a lawyer at the time. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. But I love my kids with all my heart. I always have, and I always will. And oh, this is gonna make me cry. My heart in this whole situation, okay, because there's so much that I'm not going into detail with you guys, because there's a time and there's a place for everything. And the people I feel the worst for are my babies, because they do have an amazing mom that loved them to death and would give her everything for them. Like, and to not be able to have that day in and day out, and this whole situation regarding the father and me, and they have to see that, and it's so hurtful. And you know, and I try to be a nice person and be as much as I can, you guys, you know, because it's hard for me, but I try to communicate in good roads, good weather, you know what I mean? But it's just, nope. But that's okay, and that's okay too. But I just feel so bad for my kids, because they have to see that. I don't care who you are or where you come from. You don't want to see like your parents like hate each other, you know what I mean? Like, that is like the worst thing that you can show a child. And for my kids to see that in him, like, it's just, I hurt for them. I hurt for them so much. But everything will get better. You know, everything always gets better. And I have to do what I have to do. I have to remain strong and remain calm, okay? Which is not always easy for me, y'all. It's not. You know, I do stoop to other people's levels, and people try to hurt me and I try to hurt them right back. You know what I mean? That's just how I am, and that's how I've always been. I'm not like rude off jump. I'm not mean. I'm not heartless. I'm not trying to be hurtful. I'm not that type of person from the jump. I feel like enough disrespect and enough stabbing me, you feel me, I'm gonna turn around and stab you back. Like, that's how I am. And I'm still a work in progress, you know, because even though I don't deserve everything that happens to me, and it's still like, There's a way that I can control myself better and not let people get to me, and I'm working on that. I'm working on that because that's the worst thing to do, is stoop to somebody else's level. It's the worst thing to do, let me tell y'all. Because if you're not being true to you, you know, and I've had a lot of instances of that because of the hurt and the pain and the stabbing. Like, I can only take so much, you know what I mean? I'm human. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it, okay? And I love my babies. Every single last. Even this one in my stomach. I love her. I love her to death. And I'll do anything for my kids. Anything. Anything in this whole world. I don't care about money. I don't care about nothing. My whole focus and my whole life has always been my kids, and it remains that remains the most important thing in my life. And like I said, this situation will get resolved, and until it does, I will fight for it to get resolved, and not for just me, but for my babies first, because they deserve to have a mom in their life. They deserve a peaceful situation, you know? They deserve that. So yeah, I love you guys so much. And I guess I do, I was kind of thinking about this the other night, but I'm in a different headspace. And I do want to like say I'm sorry to anybody that I've hurt, you know? Because it's just never my intention to hurt people. It's just, people hurt me so bad all the time, and it's just, I just wish people would understand I'm human. I'm not this, you know, Megatron or whatever. I'm not this fucking AI android with no I'm a human being. And a lot of the times, instead of going to crying, I'm gonna cry about it. I'm gonna be upset. I lash out. And like I said, I'm a work in progress. I'm still working on myself. I'm not perfect. Far from it. But yeah, I'm sorry y'all if I've ever hurt y'all, because believe it or not, like I've told people before, you have to appreciate what you have, and you have to be humble in what you have. And I am very appreciative. I'm appreciative of everything I have and everyone that I have. And I do see the hurt in others. I do see the pain in others. And I lash out kinda, and I say things like, you guys have heard me say, you know, people are miserable. People live miserable lives. That's why they come for me. That's why this. But I say it in a hurtful manner because I'm hurt. You feel me? But I don't even have to. That's the truth, to say the least. You know, people are hurt. People are hurt all around the world. Like, there's a whole war going on. Like, there's just worse things happening to other people. And I realize that. I know that. And I just wish that I could catch myself in the moment and just not be so mean back, you know, because I don't have to retaliate with hate. You know, it's the age-old saying in the book, when two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I mean? We're taught this when we're children. But anyway, like I said, and another thing, I'm not gonna like sit here and just be like blame me, like I'm just this horrible person, because a lot of social media is also gaslighting. You have to understand that. So it's like, people, I don't mess with anybody who doesn't mess with me first. And I'm not saying that that's a reason, because it's not a reason. And like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. But you all have to understand, people come for me every day for no reason. They just come for me because they don't like me. But they've never met me. They never sat next to me and had a conversation with me. They never got to know who I am. And they don't even care to know who I am. They just want to hate me. I think that we should all do better, myself included. You know, just being a little nicer and a little more understanding towards other people, because we are all going through it. There's nobody out here. I mean, people are doing better than others, of course, in different areas, but we should just be kinder, you know, kinder to one another and more understanding. But I love y'all so much, and I just yearn for a time in the future when I can just be so past this situation and just be happy with my babies and be whole within myself, so then I can go out and meet the love of my life and just have a good life, you know, be happy and be free of the misery, you know what I mean, that people try to hold us back with. No matter what you're going through, y'all, I just want y'all to know this. No matter what you're going through, tomorrow will be a better day, or there will be a better day. So just keep your eyes on that. Try to keep your eyes on the prize and get through whatever you're going through, because you guys will get through it. I will get through it. And just remember also that people out there are going through way worse than you. Way worse than you guys. Like I said, there's a whole war going on where people, innocent people who don't deserve to be killed, are being killed every single day, you know. So it's very humbling. That's very, like, you know, yes, I'm going through a lot, but you know, it could be much worse. People are losing their children, like losing them, never see them again, all because of, you know what I mean? So just be grateful for what you have, because I'm very grateful for everything I have and everyone that I have and everybody who loves me and looks out for me. And yeah, keep fighting for a better day and keep looking forward to a better day, because it's coming. Okay, guys? All right. Olivia out. I know, I'm gonna go. But I love you guys. And I got through this whole video without crying, bitch, and I'm pregnant. And the baby got hiccups. And I got heartburn, girl. But girl, we got through it. Okay, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, remember to always be you, do you, and love you. And yeah, bye.